The standing tackle. The standing tackle is all about pure discipline. It is when you challenge an attacker while staying completely upright on both feet, timing it perfectly to steal the ball without losing your balance. To do this, you have to jockey the attacker. That just means you step backward, track their movement, and stay right between them and the net. You mirror their steps until they take a heavy touch or become predictable. A standing tackle does not ask you to gamble. It just asks you to wait for the perfect millisecond to strike. The number one rule here is patience. When facing a dangerous dribbler, your brain screams at you to lunge in early. But elite dribblers want you to do that. They use fakes and step-overs to bait you. The second you reach for the ball, they burst right past you. A master defender absorbs those fakes without moving, tracks the change of pace, and waits. The tackle is actually won before you even touch the ball, simply by your ability to stay completely still. N'Golo Kanté during his prime Chelsea years was the ultimate master of this. He did not make wild, desperate slides. Instead, he smoothly forced attackers into terrible positions where he could cleanly steal the ball without ever making a foul. It is a skill that is practically invisible on flashy TikTok highlight reels, but it is the secret weapon of every championship team. The sliding tackle. The sliding tackle is your absolute last resort. It is a full-body gamble where you throw yourself to the grass, completely removing yourself from the play. If your timing is off, you are giving away a dangerous free kick or getting a red card. You only use it when a standing tackle is impossible, like when an attacker flies past you and only a desperate stretch can reach the ball. The goal is to slide on your side, extend your lead leg, and kick the ball away before touching the player. The massive weakness? Once you are down, you are stuck there for a few seconds. If you miss, you are completely beaten, and your teammates have to abandon their positions to cover for you. Out wide, a missed slide is survivable. Inside your own penalty box, it is almost always a penalty. The perfect example of this is Alessandro Nesta's iconic tackle on Lionel Messi in the 2011 Champions League. Messi had blown past the AC Milan defense, exploded into the box, and was a split second away from scoring. Nesta had zero options left. Chasing from behind, he launched into a flawless, full extension slide, wrapping his leg around Messi to cleanly pinch the ball away. The danger was instantly cleared, proving that when your timing is perfect, a desperate gamble can save the match. The block. The block is the most unselfish move in football. It is when a defender throws their entire body in front of a shot, taking a brutal, high-speed hit just to keep the ball away from the goalie. It does not take fancy footwork. You just have to be in the right place at the right time and absolutely refuse to flinch. That's harder than it looks. Standing still when a ball is blasted directly at your chest takes massive bravery. But blocking has a hidden superpower. It messes with the attacker's head. When a team blocks everything, opponents stop shooting. They start rushing their plays, second-guessing themselves, or passing instead of striking. Diego Godin at Atletico Madrid was the ultimate king of this in the 2010s. His manager, Diego Simeone, built a system where defenders practically glued themselves to shooting lanes. They made scoring from distance nearly impossible, proving that sometimes the best defense is just being a human wall. The interception. The interception is the cleanest move in defending. It is when you win the ball back without making a tackle, without physical contact, and without taking a massive gamble. Instead of fighting a forward, you predict the pass before it is even kicked. You step directly into the passing lane and smoothly take the ball yourself. There is no risk of a foul, and the opponent's attack instantly dies. Interceptions are pure brain power. You cannot make one unless you see the future. To get good at this, you have to build a specific habit. Watch the passer, not the ball. If you only watch the ball, you react to where it is. If you watch the passer's shoulders, eyes, and hips, you see where the ball is going. Italian legends like Fabio Cannavaro and Alessandro Nesta were the absolute masters of this. They stopped attacks through pure positioning rather than brute strength, proving that elite defending always begins with your eyes, not your feet. The header clearance. The defensive header is the most brutal, physical skill in football. You have to win a high ball while a giant striker is jumping directly into you at full speed. To do this right, you have to attack the ball. You can't just stand there and wait for it to drop. You have to launch yourself into the air and snap your neck forward to blast it away. If you make a weak header that lands right outside your own box, you just handed the opponent a perfect chance to volley it straight into your net. The secret to a great clearance is direction. Heading the ball back into the middle of the pitch is a disaster. Elite defenders always aim high and wide toward the sidelines, where it's totally safe. John Terry at Chelsea was the absolute king of this. No matter how hard a striker pushed him, his defensive headers almost always landed deep out wide, completely killing the opponent's momentum and keeping the score level.
The offside trap. The offside trap is unique because it is the only defensive move executed as a whole group, not by one person. It is a highly synchronized trick where the entire defensive line steps forward at the exact same fraction of a second to catch a forward offside right as the ball is kicked. The math is brutal. If 3 defenders step up, but 1 lazy player holds their ground, the trap fails completely, and the attacker gets a free one-on-one with the goalie. Get it right, and you stop an attack without ever making contact. Get it wrong, and you are probably conceding. The real magic is psychological. When an attacking team gets caught over and over, they start to hesitate. Forwards stop sprinting at full speed because they are constantly second-guessing the backline. Mikel Arteta's Arsenal became famous for using this discipline. The flawless synchronization between William Saliba and Gabriel Magalhães stepping forward as a single unit turned the offside trap into a reliable team weapon, proving that great defending is built on perfect teamwork. The press trigger. The press trigger is not a physical move, it is a mental cue. It is a specific event that signals your entire team to instantly switch from a quiet defensive shape into a high-intensity hunt to steal the ball. The team decides these triggers before the game. Common cues include an opposing center back receiving a pass with his back turned to the field, a slow fullback trapped against the sideline, or a sloppy, heavy touch from a midfielder. The signal is the trigger. The explosion of your team is the execution. For a press to work, the trigger has to be incredibly precise. If your rule is just run whenever they have the ball, your team will get exhausted and picked apart. A perfect trigger catches the opponent at a moment when they have 0 escape routes, and their passing options are totally cut off. Jurgen Klopp's iconic Liverpool team operated on a flawless trigger system between 2015 and 2023. The moment an opposing goalkeeper received a back pass with Liverpool's forwards already blocking off the easy side passes, the trap snapped shut. The ball was practically won before the opponent even realized the press had begun.
The recovery run. Imagine your team loses the ball, the opponent beats you, and they are sprinting straight toward your goal with tons of empty space. Your team's organized defense is completely broken. What do? You make a recovery run. This is simply the sprint a defender makes to get back into position and save the day. It is a skill that rarely gets any praise or TV analysis, but it changes the outcome of matches more than almost any other defensive move. To do it right, you need more than just raw speed. You need smart brains. If you just run in a straight line backward, you take the longest route. Instead, you have to run at an angle, sprinting to where the attacker is going to be, not where they are right now. This cuts off the shortest path to intercept their pass, cross, or shot. For years, analysts heavily criticized Trent Alexander-Arnold for struggling with his recovery speed and angles when wingers beat him. This single weakness did not just affect him, it forced his entire team to change their formation just to cover the open space behind him. It proves that a skill nobody talks about can reshape how an entire world-class club plays defense. But let's be honest, even a flawless defense is going to get beaten eventually. And when an attacker breaks through, you need a literal brick wall on the goal line. To see exactly how the world's best shot stoppers pull off the impossible, click right here where we break down every single goalkeeper skill. See you there.